Ito po yung mga iba sa mga nakuha po natin CCTV na mga around 3:37 po ng March 29. Ginoong Richardson Tan Garcia o Ricardo Austria na po ang nagdadrive po ng Lexus. Para po, siya na po ang magdadala po doon sa lugar kung saan po niya iniwanan po yung Lexus. Pagkatapos po nila pumunta po doon ang sasakyan po ni Ginoong Anson na nilure po sila. Maliban po kay Ginoong David Tan Liao ay may dalawa pa pong Chinese national na kasama po doon po sa lugar na pinuntahan po ng ating mga biktima. Sige, next day. Yeah. Ito po yung mga nakuha po nating evidence during the search warrant. Yung sapatos po ni Ginoong Armani Pavillo at ang kanyang sombrero po. Ito po siya, nung siya po ay nabubuhay, suot po niya yung sapatos na na-recover po natin doon po sa sinerban po natin ng search warrant po. At kinonfirm po mismo ng kanyang pamilya na ito po ay sapatos ni Ginoong Pavillo at ang kanyang sombrero po. Na-recover din po natin doon po sa bahay yung the same or similar po na nylon bag kung saan po, dyan po isiniksik po yung bangkay po ng dalawang biktima po natin nung nakita po sila doon po sa barangay Macabud, Rodriguez, Rizal. Same din po, ito rin po yung ginamit para sila po ay talian sa likod at ito po yung mga duct tape po na pinambalot po ng kanilang mukha at mga posas na ginamit po sila kanila to restrain them po during their captivity po. Next. Ito naman po yung pair of shoes po ni Ginoong Anson Tan na nakita din po natin sa loob po mismo ng bahay kung saan nag-serve po tayo ng warrant of arrest, ng search warrant po. Natuntun po natin yung bahay po na yon nung sinundan po natin yung mga CCTV footages po. Just to give you an idea kung gaano po katagal at masusi pong tinabaho. Ito po ang mga kuha po natin dito po sa lugar po na ito na taken po a few days ahead. Ito po sila, ito po si katikista at ito naman po si Ricardo Austria. Ito po yung bahay na ating pinagdalhan. Noong March 16 po, nagkaroon po ng insidente yan, na-recover po natin ito at nandiyan po siya ng March 16 pa lamang. At ito po, ito rin po si Ricardo Austria, noong March 16, ayan po siya. At ito po rin siya, nasuot din po niya yung kanyang sombrero noong March 16 at nung nagpunta po siya sa convenience store, bago po niya iwanan yung kanyang yung Lexus po. Bago po, sa pagkakahuli po kay David Liao Tan, meron po tayong 5 pa na kidnapping case na masusolve po dahil involved din po si David Tan Liao doon sa mga insidente po na yan, na kung saan ang isa sa mga ginamit po ay yung Fort Everest na red po na ginamit po sa pagtapon po ng bangkay ni Ginoong Anson Tan at Ginoong Armani Pavillo po. Pati po yung isa pong sasakyan din po dyan na nakita din po natin dyan po sa may Villacor Village ay siya rin pong ginamit doon po sa 5 pong kidnapping case involving David Liao Tan. 5 po yan na mga kaso po ang masusolve po natin maliban po dito po sa kaso po ni Anson Tan. Meron pa? Yung David Tan Liao. David Tan Liao. Yung nakatalikod siya nila.
David Tan. Yung...
This is...
Yan.
Ito po si David Tan Liao. Andito po yung bahay na 345. Nandiyan po siya. So, ang nagre-renta po supposedly po nitong number 345 na apartment po dyan po sa Villacor Village ay supposedly si David Canliao at ang caretaker po niya ay ito pong si katikista na bayaw na Richard Austria Garcia. That's all po for some of the information we wish to share with you this afternoon, and we can entertain some questions po. Yes, ma'am.
Jen, sorry po, yung po tatlo po natin na na-arrest ng suspect, may Pilipino po ba?
Yes po, ang Pilipino po ay ito pong si Pakibalik. Ito po, si Richard Canliao po ay David Canliao po ay purong Chinese po. Ito po ang kanyang driver na Pilipino at ito po ay bayaw naman po ni alias Amay po.
Alias Amay, ma'am, yung driver.
Ito po si alias Amay po, ito po si alias Tabaco.
Both are Filipino, Jen?
Opo, Pilipino po ito. Ito po ay nagsisilbing driver po ni David Canliao. Ito po si katikista po. Ito po si katikista.
Si alias Taba.
Opo.
Si Ama, alias Richard.
Opo. Ito po si Ricardo Austria. Ricardo Austria David. Ito po. Ricardo Austria David alias Richard Tan Garcia. Ang pakilala po kasi niya sa kanyang mga kapitbahay nung nagkaroon po sila ng insidente po doon ay Richard Tan Garcia. In fact po ay meron po kami na-recover na postal ID niya po ang using this name po.
Siguro, the question seeking to be answered is, sino si David Canliao? Chinese siya, pero napaka-takas niya naman sa kidnapping dito sa bansa. Is it specialized Chinese lang?
Kung matatandaan niyo po, may minensyon na po tayo na isang grupo na ginagamit ng mga personalities na Pogo associated po. Isa po siya doon sa mga personalities na ginagamit para mangidnap po ng mga Chinese na mga may utang, lalong-lalo na po na Pogo related po.
So this one is Pogo related din sa tingin mo?
May tinitignan po kaming anggulo na posible po na Pogo related po ito. But maliban pa po doon ay meron po kaming isa pang anggulo na we have a very solid lead na tinitignan na hindi lamang kidnapping for ransom ang pakay ng grupo na ito nung kuhanin po nila si Ginoong Anson Tan. But we will provide you more updates, but the family requested po na wag na muna pong sabihin kung saan pong direction po pupunta po itong ating investigation. But before we continue, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Major General Nick Torre, the Director CADG, na kasama namin ay mga wala pa rin tulog na mga ilang araw na po sa pag-aasikaso po ng trabaho po na ito. Alam po niya yung istorya po na ito at kami pong mismo together with the director po ng AKG, ang personal pong kumausap po sa pamilya, alam po nila yung direction po na pupuntahan po ng kaso po na ito. But upon their request, they're requesting the PNP to give them a few days before we reveal who are the masterminds behind this incident po.
So, Jen, si David hindi pa siya considered as mastermind?
Siya lang po ang operator. Siya po ang inutusan po ng mga mastermind para po kidnapin itong si Ginoong Anson Tan po. At maliban pa po, on the day po na dumating po sa 345 Villacor Village po itong si Ginoong Tan, dula ng kanyang Lexus van na dinadrive po ng kanyang driver, si Mr. Pabilio, ay may ginamit po silang babae para po i-entice at hinganyohin po si Ginoong Anson Tan para pumunta po sa lugar po na yon, at siya rin po mismo ang nag-iimbita papasok po doon sa bahay at doon na nga po ni-restrain si Ginoong Anson Tan. At nung ma-restrain na po nila unang-una si Ginoong Anson Tan ay sinunod naman nilang papasukin yung driver at doon na nga po sila hinold. Until such time na inalis po sila, doon po pinatay po sila nung gabi po ng April 8. Pinatay po sila nung April 8 at sila po, ito pong si Ginoong Ricardo at si Raymart ang tumulong sa pagpatay at isa pa pong suspect na lalaki po at lumabas po sila doon na mga around mga pasado alas 11 ng gabi noong April 8 hanggang dinala po nila on board po ang nandoon po si Ginoong Ricardo, si Ginoong Raymart at isa pa po nating suspect at dinala nga po nila at tinapon nga po nila yung bangkay ng dalawa diyan po sa barangay Macabud, Rodriguez, Rizal.
Sa may Kawayan House nangyari natin.
Yes po, sa may kawayan po yun. Yung pinakita po natin na 345 po na bahay po, yan po yung in-applyan po natin ng search warrant number 345 Villacor Village, Barangay Langka, may Kawayan, Bulacan. Diyan po pumunta. Nung umalis po si Ginoong Anson Tan, ululan po sa kanyang Lexus po ng mga bandang 154 po ng March 29, ay doon po sila pumunta po dito sa bahay po na ito. Ito po yung 345. At dito po, ipinakada po. Can you show, Lynn, kung saan nung March 29, na nandyan po, nakaparada po sa harapan po nila yung Lexus, yung may babae din. So March 29 po yun, dumating po sila dyan na mga pasado alas 2 po ng hapon. Ng March 29 po. Umalis po siya mga around 1:54 po ng March 29 po. Galing po sa kanyang opisina, dyan po sa may Film Nation po. At yun po yung sinundan po natin, yung movement po hanggang nakarating na po tayo dito sa bahay nga po sa may Villacor Village. At doon na rin po hinold sila bago po sila patayin noong April 8 at itapon nga po noong April 9.
So, susunod mga ano yung purpose ng pagpunta sa business venture?
Ang tinitingnan po natin ay makikipagkita po siya doon sa babae po.
Sir, Jen, sorry po. Yung Barangay Fueroas Palawan, doon po naaras ng dalawang Filipino suspect.
Yes po, si Ricardo at si Ray po. Doon po sila nahuli sa Rojas, Palawan, kahapon po ng 3 a.m.
What prompted po yung Chinese na sumunod? Kasi hindi pa sumunod.
Yes po, natatakot po siya na maaaring papatay din po siya. At meron po siyang personal po na reason but which we will later reveal po once we have the clearance para magbigay po what prompted. Ito po, dumating po yung Lexus, yung mga banda, pasado alas 12 po yan, nung March 29 po.
Alas 2.
Opo, yan po, matras po siya. Tapos, pasado alas 2 po yan, ng March 29 po. Doon sa naka-park siya sa harapan. Yung naka-park sa harapan. Naka-park sa harapan ng bahay.
Related ba yung another angle dun sa fact na pinatay siya instead of waiting for the answer?
Based po sa ating investigation, na nakakala po na investigation, the intention really is to kill.
Cover na lang yung mga
Secondary na lang yung...
Para maligaw lang.
Kung yung masterminds, so ilan po?
As to the number po, hindi po na muna po tayo magbibigay po at paging sa kanilang pagkakakilala. We're still following the money trail po, kung saan po napunta po yung mga ransoms po. Lumalabas po sa ating investigation po, kung matatandaan niyo po, ang initial demand po ay $20 million po. But ang involved po dito ngayon ay more or less, ang estimate po natin is nasa around 200 million po in cryptocurrency sent in multiple tranches po. So, andyan na po ngayon yung direction po natin, sinusundan po natin ang money trail po. And
So, just to be clear, hindi ko alam kung kaya nyo i-review. So, yung whatever ransom that they are asking, sabihin natin $20 million, it should be in cryptocurrency.
Yes. So yun, isa po yan sa challenges natin para sundan po yung pinagdaanan po ng mga pera. We need other relevant government agencies, including the Anti-Money Laundering Council, to follow po yung money trail po. And considering na cryptocurrency po to, ay it's beyond the reach of the PNP alone. So we will be needing the help po ng other relevant agencies to follow the money trail po. And identify other players, involved in this case po.
Ma'am, just to be clear, 20 million kay Anson, 200 million in total US dollars na.
Converted na po yun.
In total, sa lahat ng
More or less, we're looking at 200 million. Like I said earlier, we're still following the money trail, and again, the family is now checking kung asaan po itong mga pera po na ito at kung paano po talaga. But what's important po is we appreciate po the confidence, the trust and confidence of the wife of Mr. Anson Tan and their family and their children po. Ayan po, ito po, kung makikita niyo po, ito po, nakapark po, ng mga bandang alas 2 po ng hapon po ng March 29. Nandito po yung red po na gate. Lista po siya dyan.
Ma'am, you mentioned dalawang Chinese pa ang hinahanap. Kung may dalawang Chinese pa na hinahanap.
Yes. Dalawang Chinese pa ang hinahanap, which we categorize as principals also. They were there.
Yung isang magiging kasama doon, may isa pang kasama na sasagot. Diba kayo sa dalawang?
Ito pong kasama po doon ni dalawang Chinese po yan, na kasama po mismo ni Ginoong David Tan Liao, both Chinese national. So aside po sa dalawang Pilipino, may 3 pong present during the time na hinold na po yung mga victims po natin dyan po sa bahay po na yan. May babae.
Hindi ba tayo? Kasi si David Liao Jen ay surrender sa ito. He was not arrested.
This morning, yes, he surrendered before the AKG.
Ma'am, ano ba ito si David Liao? Parang napaka-violent.
Ito po, kung mapapansin po nyo, may babae po.
Kasama na siya doon, ma'am, sa dalawa?
Yes.
Alright. Ma'am, may background pa tayo na pwedeng i-reveal kay David Liao. Napaka-violent din naman masyado. Sa Chinese triad pa. So, sindikato.
Can I have the laptop? I'm not authorized yet to discuss, but who is David Liao?
Parang galing eh.
He was previously arrested by the NBI for kidnapping case also sa May Angeles. Also.
Pongo enforcement.
Inaaresto po siya ng NBI.
Kailan po nangyari ang Angeles, Jen?
Akin na yung papel na puti. So involved po siya sa at least 5 po na kidnapping case po. Noong November 2022 sa May Muntinlupa, noong February 3, 2024 around sa May Soler, noong August 2024 diyan po sa May Pasay, at doon po sa December 2024 sa May Muntinlupa, doon po sa February 2025 sa Parañaque, at ang pinaka-latest ng kanyang involvement po ay ito pong si Ginoong Anson Tan. Ano po ang similarity po itong mga kaso po na ito? Yung isang kaso po na na-mention ko noong December 6, 2024, ito po yung na-mention ko before, kung natatandaan nyo, the same ang manner po ng execution, ganun din po yung ginawa sa kanila, tinali din po yung kanilang mga kamay at paa sa likod, binalot po ng duct tape ang kanilang ulo at isinilid din po sa halos similar po na nylon bag at doon din po mismo tinapon sa barangay Odjongan, Rodriguez Rizal, kung saan itinapon si Ginoong Anson Tan at si Ginoong Armani Pabilio. Again, ulitin ko, ano po ang similarities nitong 5 kidnapping case associated po kay Ginoong David Tan Liao? Lahat po ito ay may connection po sa Pogo. Sila po ay sinakal po using po yung lubid. Pakita yung lubid. Yung lubid po ng lubid po. Bago po na yung lubid po na kulay orange po na pinakita kanila at yun din po yung pinantali sa kanila, yun din po ay na-recover dun po natin. Noong 2009 po ay nahuli po siya ng NBI sa Angeles City sa kaso din po na kidnapping. Kaya pinalitan po niya yung pangalan po niya. Dati ang pangalan po niya, ang ginagamit po ay si Yang Jianmin. At Michael, translation po nun ay Michael Agad Yung. Kaya pinalitan po niya yung pangalan po niya dahil nga po sa pagkakahuli po niya noong 2009. Ginamit po niya, simula yung pangalan po niya na David Tan Liao, simula po ng 2016 po. Present today, please allow me to read the prepared statement of our Chief PNP. Although today is Black Saturday, a time when many are reflecting and resting, we are here today because our work does not stop. The Philippine National Police is committed to ensuring justice even during holidays. Our personnel have continued to work relentlessly on this case, driven by our duty to protect the public and seek justice for the victims. This afternoon, we are here to provide an update on the kidnapping and tragic deaths of Kong Yuan Go, also known as Anson Tan, Anson Ke, and his Filipino driver, Armani Pabilio. An incident that has deeply saddened us all and one that we have pursued with commitment. Just to give you a little background of this case, on March 29, 2025, CCTV footages showed the victim, Anson Tan, leaving his office in Valenzuela City on board his black Lexus, driven by victim Armani Pabilio, heading towards a known destination. This was the last time we heard from the victims. The following day, around March 30 at around 9:40 a.m., the family of Anson Tan received a message through WeChat apps demanding $20 million as ransom money. At about 5:30 p.m. of same day, the family of Anson Tan reported this case to the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group or AKG, which immediately took cognizance of his case. In the early morning of April 9, the bodies of the two victims were discovered lifeless along the roadside in Sitio Odjongan, Barangay Macabon, Rodriguez Rizal. The victims were later identified by the respective families as the missing Chinese businessman and his Filipino driver. Upon cognizance of this case, the Chief PNP Police General Romel Francisco Marbil ordered the activation of a special investigation task group, which was led by Police Lieutenant General Edgardo Alan Okubo, Chief Directorial Staff and Deputy Chief PNP for Investigation, assisted by Police Major General Nicolas Torre III, Director of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, and the officer in charge of the Anti-Kidnapping Group, Police Colonel Dave Poclay. Additional support came from the Anti-Cybercrime Group, Highway Patrol Group, Police Regional Office 3, and Police Regional Office 4A. Through the meticulous investigation and collaboration, we discovered that this crime had been planned months in advance, starting as early as January this year. The suspects used a Chinese female contact to lure the businessman, and the meeting initially planned as early as March 28, but was carried out a day later on March 29. Thanks to surveillance footages, intelligence reports, and cyber monitoring, we were able to track the movement of victim's vehicle, which is a black Lexus. 1. This led to the identification of Ricardo Austria David, also known as Richard Tan Garcia, alias Tabak, and Raymart Catequista, alias, let me correct, Ricardo Austria David, also known as Ricardo Tan Garcia. This is the name he used and given to his neighbor, and alias Amay, and his bayaw, alias Taba, identified as Raymart Catequista. They are both under the custody of the anti-kidnapping group after they were arrested around 3 a.m. yesterday, April 18, at Purok Sambuton, Barangay 4, Rojas, Palawan. Also today, April 9, 2025, one of the primary suspects, David Tan Liao, also known as Xiao Shangjiang, Yang Jianmin, or Michael Agadyong, a Chinese national, surrendered to the anti-kidnapping group and confessed his participation in the kidnapping for ransom of Anton Tan. The 3 named suspects who are under the custody of AKG underwent inquest proceedings before the Department of Justice after they were charged for 2 counts of kidnapping for ransom with homicide. Pakita natin yung mga pictures nila during inquest. This is David Liao Tan, alias Xiang Jiangyan, Yang Jiamin, Michael Agadyong during the inquest. And later on, during the discussion, we will show to you, he was seen doon po sa pinagdalhan po ng mga biktima dyan po sa may 345 Marta Street, Barangay Langka, May Kawayan, Bulacan, where the victims were lured na pumunta po doon at doon na rin po sila pinatay. Ito po si David Tan Liao. Yung isa pa po, ang kanyang driver ay si Ricardo Austria Tan. Si Richard Tan Garcia po, ang pakilala po niya doon sa kanyang kapitbahay. Ito po siya, doon sa bahay na pinagdalhan ng pinuntahan ng mga biktima kung saan doon na rin po sila pinatay. At ito rin po ang picture na nakuhanan siya bago po niya iwanan yung Lexus van yung gabi po ng March 29. Next. Ito po, yung kuha po niya sa loob po ng isang convenience store noong March 29 po, bago po niya iwanan yung Lexus van sa may Seminary Road, Barangay Toro, Quezon City. Ayan po siya, makikita niyo po siya, naglalakad. Ito po, bumili po siya pumasok po siya sa isang convenience store, kumuha po ng wet wipes at isang plastic po na ginamit po niya para tanggalin po yung kanyang mga prints, presumably doon po sa Lexus van. Ito po siya, naglalakad sa may Barangay Toro, binibit po niya yung kanyang binili dito at iniwan po niya dito yung Lexus van ng same day din po ng March 29. Relatedly, on April 16, AKG implemented a search warrant at number 345 Marta Street, Villacor Village, Barangay Langka, May Kawayan, Bulacan, where the victims went on March 29, 2025 before they were reported missing. Investigators and SOCO recovered critical evidence, including a DNA specimen that matched the DNA profile of one of the victims, which is Armani Pabilio. So tuloy-tuloy pa po ang ginagawang pakasising po ng SOCO po natin upang papunta sa ating mga na-recovered po na mga ebidensya po. Let me be clear, our investigation is solid, thorough, and based on credible evidence. Every lead, every piece of evidence, and every step taken has been backed by facts and the law. The progress we have made is the result of painstaking police work, and we will continue to follow the trail wherever it leads. The Chief PNP would like to extend his heartfelt congratulations to the Special Investigation Task Group led by Police Lieutenant General Edgar Alan Okubo for their exceptional leadership and coordination throughout this case. We also commend the outstanding efforts of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, the Anti-Kidnapping Group, Anti-Cybercrime Group, the Highway Patrol Group, and the Police Regional Offices 3 and 4A. Their commitment, hard work, and tireless investigation have made this success possible. This is a clear example of how our police force works together as one unit, with dedication and professionalism to solve the most complex cases. We want to also reiterate that no less than the Chief PNP for the last 5-6 days this week during Holy Week, he was the one presiding all the daily peace conferences with respect to this case, including and during the implementation of warrant and the arrest of the 2 suspects in Palawan and eventual surrender of David Liao Tan. To the families of the victims, we offer our deepest condolences. We are committed to ensuring that justice is served, and we will not stop until all those responsible are held accountable. To the public, I want to reassure you that the PNP is diligent, professional, and fully committed to bringing justice to those affected by this crime. Our investigators have worked around the clock, leaving no stone unturned, and we will continue to do so to ensure the safety of our citizens. Thank you, and we will update you on this investigation as we progress. This afternoon po ay kasama po natin nag-inquest ang pamilya po ni Ginoong Anson Tan at Ginoong Armani Pabilio. At please allow me to share the statement of the family. The family of the deceased Anson Tan or Anson Ke would like to express its heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., PNP Chief Police General Romel Francisco Marbil, Task Force Head Police Lieutenant General Alan Edgar Okubo, CIDG Chief General Nicolas Torre, AKG Chief Colonel Poclay, General Jean Fajardo, and to all the members of the task force and men and women of the police force who tirelessly made their best efforts to arrest the perpetrators in the abduction and murder of Anson Tan or Anson Ke. Your tireless efforts made a real difference in the early arrest of the malefactors, and we are grateful for your perseverance. We highly appreciate your bravery and courage in keeping our community safe. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat po. From Attorney Maygo, the Counsel of the Family. In the same manner, yung pamilya po ni Ginoong Armani Pabilio ay gusto rin pong magpahatid ng pasasalamat po sa pamunuan po ng Philippine National Police sa mabilis na pagre-resolba po ng kaso po na ito. Kung okay na po, that ends our press briefing this afternoon po. Magandang hapon po. Sir, would you like to...
Sir.
Okay,